Hi guys, it's Amy from Nail Polish Baby 90 and welcome to today's video, and this is my September nail polish favourites. First of all, I just want to say a quick thank you to everybody that has contacted me through social media over the past couple of weeks to congratulate me on the birth of my son. It's been absolutely overwhelming. He's now 9 days old and starting to get a little bit of a sleep routine. That's why I've managed to get some time to film today. So just a huge thank you about that, and we will start, as always, with these favourite videos with the mainstream brands. So the first one up is by Butter London, and this one is called Shag. Now I got this one in a massive haul that I posted earlier in the year, so I will try and remember to link that down below for you. And I just hadn't worn any of them for ages, so I thought I would pick one out. This one is kind of similar to Harvest Moon by China Glaze, except this is slightly more on the dark copper, where the other one I feel whereas Harvest Moon goes slightly more of an orange copper. Nevertheless, this is really, really beautiful and perfect for fall. 2 coats to get it completely opaque, and here are the swatch photos. Next up is by Essie, and this is Urban Jungle. This one I believe came out in one of their collections last year. It is a great base colour, so nice and pretty and neutral. I believe I wore one of the Native War Paints collaborations with Just Face 90 over the top of these. And it's, like I say, just a really nice neutral and not bad formula by Essie. It still took 3 coats. I do have some other neutrals that only take 2, but it's pretty good. So this is absolutely stunning. This one's called Urban Jungle by Essie. I then have 2 OPIs. The first one is one that has been sitting in my swatch pile for a really long time, so I thought I would just wear it. And this one is called Don't Talk Back to Me from the Germany collection. It is a really ugly, pretty colour. A lot of people say that it looks a little bit like a tennis ball on your nail. It's just a murky, mustardy yellow green. It's not going to be for everybody. I found it really flattering. I seem to find these ugly, pretty colours really nice on my nails. This was not the best formula by OPI. I believe this took about 3 coats. Not to get opaque, just because it was so streaky, so I felt I had to keep going over and over and dabbing in and filling in just to make sure it was completely opaque. So this one is Don't Talk Back to Me, and there's two coats and then filling in with 3 like patchy coats on the swatch photos. The next one is one that I had on my wish list for a long time, and if you watched my haul from last month, my most recent haul, I picked this one up off of a Facebook sales website, and this one is called No. 1 Nemesis from the Spider-Man collection. I think I now have all of them from that collection apart from one. This one is, I think someone asked me on Instagram, and this is actually very similar in formula to Goldeneye. It is a very, very, very like gunmetal, dark, flaky polish. It's not the easiest to get completely opaque. I think I did it in 2, again similar to Don't Talk Back to Me, and I just went back and kind of filled in the odd patches. It's not the easiest formula. It's not going to be for everybody, but it's a really nice dark steel gunmetal finish in the end. So this one is No. 1 Nemesis, and here's a swatch photo. Those are all the mainstream brands that I wore during the month of September. The rest of the ones that I wore were indies. I did swatches for the 90 Lacquer Harvest collection, and I also did swatches for the 90 Lacquer Preview collection by Native War Paint. So I will link those individual videos down below for you if you want to check those out in more detail. But I did wear all of those. Apart from that, the only other indie that I wore was from Different Dimensions, and this is my first one from this brand, and this one is called Pulsar. Now I picked this one up off Rainbow Connection a few months ago, and it really interested me because it's such a deep dark purple jelly, and then you can see there you get all this very kind of a mixture of like purple and gold iridescent like shimmer in there. It was a lot more sheer than I thought it was going to be. It did take me 3 coats to get completely opaque. The base is very, very sheer. Sometimes with jelly polishes you get them where it's quite a good balance and you can get it opaque in 2. This was opaque in 3. I don't know, I did really like the finish, but I was just a bit bummed that it took me those 3 coats to get there. So this one is Different Dimensions Pulsar, and like I said, this is the first one that I've tried from this brand, so don't take my word for it just yet. I think we need to try some more ones out. So those are my nail polish favourites for September. I will link everything that I've mentioned down below for you to watch if you want to rewatch anything or watch anything in more detail for the first time. I will leave that all down there for you. I'm filming a few more videos today, so you will see a couple more coming up over the next few weeks. And I'm going to be doing the 90 Lacquer Halloween collection trio next. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye.